I just had a colonoscopy. Here's my mom. She was, oh my goodness. Hi everyone, I'm Erin Janelle Dickey, and if you have been feeling a little off lately, this is your Happy Times Healthy check-in. So today we are going to talk about a colonoscopy. That's right, y'all. I got a colonoscopy today. And when I tell you I almost backed out so many times of getting the procedure done, I did, especially when I saw this big jug where it had powder at the bottom, and then I had to fill it up to this line right here, right there, and drink the whole solution. So I had to drink most of this yesterday, and then I had to wake up early in the morning at 4 p.m., not 4 p.m., 4 a.m., and drink about this much more. So I was like, there's no way. Yesterday I couldn't eat. So before your procedure, you cannot eat. So you cannot eat the day before your procedure. So literally all Sunday I could not eat. Oh my goodness. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna give up because I'm hungry. I was just very, very hungry and I wanted to eat. But I was able to maintain, and then I wanted to give up with this solution. I was like, you know what? I can't drink all this solution. I think I got it right here. And I was like, I can't drink the solution. Now, previously, before that, I almost canceled the appointment, and it was because of anesthesia. I did not want to be put to sleep for the procedure. And the reason why is because I had open heart surgery. And when I had open heart surgery, I woke up with tubes all down my throat, and I did not want to go through that process again. And so I was just scared to be given anesthesia again. I didn't know how bad, how much that affected me, but it really did. I was afraid. So I almost didn't do it because of that. And then it's because you also worry, like, what happens if I get a bad result? So I didn't want to do it. Um, so I was like, this is stupid. It's the beginning of the year. What happens if I get a bad result and this mess up my year? Like, I was thinking that. So I was almost about to back out like multiple times, where I just wanted to call last week and cancel the appointment. But somehow I ended up getting a colonoscopy. I drank all the solution, you all. I finished it at 4, because you're supposed to drink it 4 hours before you have your procedure. You're supposed to be done with it. So you're supposed to leave about this much in it and then drink the rest. So I had drunk that much from yesterday to today, this morning at 4, and I drank it. And I went in, and I was a little late as well, y'all. I was late. Traffic in Atlanta is horrible. So we ended up getting there. My mom took me. We ended up getting there at like 8:16, and they were calling on the phone like, "Are you still gonna make your appointment?" I was like, "Yes." So oh, let me tell y'all about this first. This solution, you have to drink this solution. You have to drink all of it. This is going to give you diarrhea. Excuse me, there's no easy way to say it. They say that's the worst part of this process. But it kind of, I had a coworker go through this, and he was telling me you're gonna feel so good because you're gonna feel like you've gotten all the toxins out of your system. Y'all, when I tell you, you're gonna go to the bathroom like 100 times. It's gonna feel like 100 times, but you're probably gonna go at least about 20 times to the restroom. But eventually you're gonna have a clear yellow like solution, but you are going to be using the restroom, and it's gonna feel like a bowel movement, but all it is water. So that was, luckily he went through it and he told me. So I'm telling you all because I want to make sure that we are getting checked. It's all about happiness and healthiness. But he was like, yeah, and it's gonna be clear by the end, but you're gonna go to the bathroom. So make sure you're close to a bathroom because you're gonna be going all day, all night. And that's what happened. I started this solution at 5 o'clock. And don't read the instructions. When you read, well, can't say that because I'm not a nurse. I'm not a nurse. This is not medical advice. But with me reading the instructions and the side effects, well, the side effects rather, it makes me scared to take medications and everything else because it was talking about heart problems and I was like, oh my goodness, what happens if I'm just getting a simple procedure and something happens? But nothing happened. But I took this solution, went to the restroom from from the time I started this solution, 20 minutes in, all the way up into the time I went back for my colonoscopy. So let me tell you all about that. So I did get anesthesia, and I saw on the paper it was propofol. That anesthesia felt good. So the anesthesiologist came in. He was talking to me. He was like, "Yeah, we just gave you something to relax you in your, in your arm. We just gave you some medication." So they gave me that, and he was like, "You look a little nervous." I was like, "I am." I told everybody I was nervous. They were very sweet. This was at Emory, Decatur. Y'all, I would recommend them, but they were very, very sweet. And he's like, "You have nothing to worry about." I was like, "Yeah, but when I had my open heart surgery, I woke up and had tubes and everything else in my mouth and my nose, and I don't want to do it." He was like, "No, this will be a light anesthesia, and you'll be fine. But we do have to warn you. There's a possibility of death, but we warn everybody of that." And I was like, "Oh no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it." So I can't, and then a nurse came in. She was very sweet. "This is your first colonoscopy, girl. That the worst part was that solution you had to drink." Everybody kept telling me the worst part was that solution you had to drink. Cause you're gonna go back there, you're not gonna know nothing. I was like, okay. And she was like, "I'm gonna be in there with you." Very sweet lady. And then it was another one that came in. One had my middle name Janelle, and she was sweet as I don't know what too. So they were just sweet, y'all. And so they were like, "It's gonna be fine." And she was about to tell me everything that they would do while I was back there. I was like, "No, no, no, that's okay." And she was like, "Well, that's good." She was like, "Because people of color, we've been getting colon cancer, so it's good that you're coming to get checked." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess so." So I was scared, but I went back there. They gave me put the tubes up my nose right there, a little oxygen. And then so start breathing in, and then I was knocked out. It felt so good. In fact, I thought I was gonna be able to, um, you know how you want to try to outsmart the anesthesia? That's what I thought I was gonna do, but I was knocked out. I woke up and they woke me up, and I was like, I said I was having a good dream. And then I said, "Thank you all, I'm alive." Like every nurse that walked past me, I was like, "I'm alive." Because when I had my heart surgery, that was one of the things I said. I was like, "I'm alive, I'm alive." Because I was alive and I was so happy, like, oh my goodness. So they were like, "Yeah, told you it wasn't gonna be anything." So they got my mom, she came back there, and then we went into this waiting room and they tell you your results. And so the doctor came in. I was like, "Am I gonna live?" She was like, "Yes." She was like, "Actually, everything came out perfect." She was like, "So we'll see you in 10 years." Y'all. And she had also explained the doctor. I forgot to tell you all about that. The doctor came in and the doctor explained to me that if they saw any polyps or something, any polyps, they would take them out. So, or cut them out, whatever they do, but they was going to take them off. So I found out that colon cancer is something that can be prevented. I remember taking my dad like 20 some years ago to get colon screening. I remember get him getting a colon screening. I remember the doctor coming out and talking to me and everything. But I realized that this is a curable cancer. And that's what the lady was saying. She was like, so many people don't get it when we need to get it. And it's a simple process, but so many people are scared. So I'm going to encourage you all, if you're 45 or older, male or female, to get a colonoscopy because it could save your life. If they see something, they're going to take it out right then and there. And if they really see something that needs to be like biopsied or whatever, they're going to do that. So go get your colonoscopy and you'll be fine. Okay? It's an easy process. This is the worst part. You're going to be messing water. As my grandma would say, messing. You're gonna be messing water, but that's okay. You're gonna be happy and you're gonna be healthy. Okay. And that's what we're doing. Happy times healthy series. And sometimes it's not pretty. It's not sexy sometimes when it comes to happy and healthy. This pooping was not, but it was worth it. So I'm happy that I did it. And I hope you are not grossed out. But I want to share my experience because you never know when you share your experience, it can help someone else. The colonoscopy is not bad, okay? So I want you all to get it. And we're gonna get more screenings this year and just do what we can. I don't know if you've seen my video, but I'm an open heart surgery survivor. And one of the things my doctor told me right before my birthday in November, he was like, my heart valve start back leaking. So now it's just like whatever I can make sure that's maintenance. I want to maintenance my body. So I want to make sure that I am doing the proper things because I've got a lot to do. I'm a dreamer. I'm a big dreamer, and I have to make sure that I can fulfill these goals. So I've got goals right here. It says create your own magic. So in my notebook, I have a lot of goals. I am a writer and I want to continue to write and I want to continue to film. So we know that health is wealth. So this is Happy Times Healthy series, and I want to do things to help you all out and show you all you can do it. And please subscribe to my channel. I thank you all for watching. And there's something I usually say at the end of my videos. Now that's what's popping. All right, health and happy. That's what's popping. Y'all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you've had a colonoscopy. How was your experience? Thank you. Bye-bye.